Oh, also, her fucking cat keeps having hairballs, my boy.
You think that's bad? Our poor cats are like fucking getting sick because of like the fucking dust, air, and mold in this goddamn house.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's fucking awful. Worry about the little guys.
Mm.
I'm actually, so bear with me. We're not going to start recording just yet. I'm actually just testing to see how the vertical live stream stuff works here. Um,
Okay. This is on what platform, just so I know?
YouTube, YouTube,
Okay.
because the shorts platform, the shorts algorithm is explosive for people trying to grow. And
Mhm.
12 hours ago, they added 20 about 24 hours ago, they pushed out live streams for vertical content, and
Oh, cool.
I'm testing to see. The question is this? I'm just testing to see if it's is this vertical? Yeah, it's streaming software. The question, so they said that with this new format,
Mm.
uh, you would be it's shorts. Let me actually go to my shorts and see maybe. Ooh, that's so. Let me actually like pull up somebody else's live stream and let me see if. Nope, we're in the vertical. We're in the vertical. So it's working.
Cool.
It's working. Yeah, no, I did because I did a test live stream about I did a test live stream for this about about 30 minutes before it ended at 30 minutes before we were supposed to meet up. And here's
Mm.
the funny thing, like I within 10 minutes of me starting the live stream, I had about 5 to 10 people watching my shit,
Oh, wow.
versus, which is unheard of, that after
Mm.
just 10 minutes, it usually takes hours for people to like for it to get satted in the algorithm like that.
Yeah,
It's
I
insane.
was gonna say versus the first 10 minutes of any stream we do, and it's 3 viewers the whole entire time.
Right. Which, to be fair, 3 viewers the
It's a
entire
lot.
time, it is a
More
lot.
niggas than I talk to in a day, so I'm not sitting here complaining. I'm just like,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
Yeah, it is. But it is a testament to it is absolutely a testament to pairing live, like, here's the you want to know the other thing that's kind of disgusting with it, that's probably going to make me stream in this format a lot more.
What?
It counts towards watch time.
Wait, streams before never counted towards watch time?
They did, and they continue to, but the amount of the discoverability through the shorts algorithm is insane.
Mm,
It is
okay.
genuinely insane. We now so, but we should probably, now that we are live, and I should probably hit the record button on for this. Um, we should probably get started on this week's rundown. So I'm gonna hit the recording button in 3, 2, 1. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, welcome. Actually, I should probably actually fuck that. Let me do this in vertical because I'm gonna upload this vertically, the way God intended, or horizontally, the way God intended. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the rundown. I know I didn't have the. Actually, hold on. I'm gonna do this again because we're hey, we might be fucking live, but I'm I like the like God is the recording, so we're gonna hit that button. Oh, the fucking stream deck isn't working because God, Elgato is just such a derpy ass piece of technology. Love it, don't we?
The technology itself is derpy.
Yeah, to say the least. Oh no, I can't use it because I have 2 OBS instances open. Fuck me. That's annoying. Oh well, we'll just hit recording and make it work.
Alright.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the 4th episode of The Rundown. We are currently live streaming this on the brand new YouTube vertical format, blah, 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 blah. Jesus Christ. We'll see how that ends up turning out. But we are here today. This week it was Valentine's Day, Brian, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Was. Yes, and this week has been a bit of a shit show for me for a myriad of different reasons. So I unfortunately do not have a video to introduce today's episode with because I suck. And I've kind of been out of the loop, unfortunately, for the time being. So outside of some of the handful of political stuff, which we aren't going to be talking about, I'm kind of out of the loop on pop culture things. Oh, but also just this is mildly the international news. Alex Navalny died in a Siberian prison.
Do I know who that is?
He is the opposition party leader in Russia.
I'm not surprised there.
Not
you
in
know
the
what?
slightest.
You know what, Evan? How about
What?
you? How about you show everybody the Instagram video I sent you last night? I feel
Last
like that's
night?
a good. Yep, I feel like that's a good video to open up with, especially if you personally didn't see it yet.
Fair enough.
Just gonna say, this is what VR is supposed to be. It's the one by Positive Pressure. EOS. Or
Here, let's.
Positive Pressure OS.
Yep. Let me play it so folks can hear.
Again. What the heck do I mean by that? 1 year ago, I made a video on this super awesome project called MUVR, which is like a game within a game. You see, the idea of MUVR is to simulate the nostalgia of the 90s / that old school gaming era, while serving as a really cool hub for emulation across tons of different consoles, all while being in virtual reality. But I never really showed off the extent to which you could customize everything. So I spent more hours than I'd like to admit taking the default room from this to this. I customized literally every single thing I possibly could have. I'm talking old school posters from movies and games I grew up with and actually still have, custom figures, disc labels, Nintendo Power magazines, video game console boxes. My freaking bed sheets are literally Nickelodeon shows I used to watch when I was like 8, and there's a lot more. Also, you're able to throw games into the consoles to play them. It's pretty sweet. MUVR is free, and this isn't an ad for it either. I just really love the project. And if you don't have a VR headset, you can still force the game to start up in desktop mode on your computer and play it that way. If you play it, let me know, and be sure to follow for more. Let's go back in time again.
Interesting. Here's the thing, like the concept of a metaverse is so goofy to me at this point, not because I don't think it's not something that will be tenable at some point in the future, but it already has existed in multiple iterations. They just want to have it, they just want to have like they want to turn the metaverse into like a monopoly like YouTube. Instead of all of the different little metaverses that they currently exist.
See, the reason I like something like this and not like what Meta is trying to do is because, like, for this, a lot of the times when you pop in an old console and you pop in an old game, the nostalgia will not let you enjoy what it actually is because you'll remember the graphics, how they look to you at that point. But I think for something like VR, where graphics, as long as you're not getting motion sick, that's kind of all that really fucking matters. And like, as long as you feel immersed, that's all that really matters. For something like this, I feel like that's just a perfect use of your time. I feel like that's what VR should be setting up. Not everybody escape to VR because this world is fucked. You know?
Right. It's not like Sword Art Online or Overlord.
Exactly.
Like for people who think, when I say Overlord, people think, oh, funny little power scaling anime. It's actually a sci-fi horror thing when you think about like how like the like how people work. Like the only education most people get is elementary school, and then they immediately have to start working after that.
I don't think I know about Overlord.
Oh my god, the actual like world building behind The actual world building behind um the Overlord anime is actually pretty insane, all things considered.
By the way, did you play the video from Instagram?
I did.
Okay, because I didn't see it in Discord.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Let me make sure I have it. I'm also simultaneously sharing with you because I'm the fucking Jamie here. I gotta manage everything because I'm just here.
If I was the Jamie, everybody would be like, "This has to no longer be a video."
Yes, unfortunately. You can see the screen now, right? This one here.
Yes, sir.
All right, cool.
Yep.
Just making sure. But yeah. So tell me, I've been out of the loop. You know
Yeah.
what has been going on this week in general soul culture? Drake's penis was leaked.
Yeah,
That was
that was this week. I remember that. Don't forget he was also doing the elephant trunk, helicopter. Uh, that was for all his fans. Let's see. The Super Bowl was this week or last week?
last Sunday. Yeah, it was last Sunday.
So still this week. Travis Kelsey has won. That means the Democrats win in November. No, I'm kidding, obviously. But did you see Joe Biden? No, wait. Did you see Joe Biden tweeting out that his fucking plan is coming through? I was like, yes, Joe. This is what we need from you.
Like the dark Brandon memes and stuff yeah. My thing is that.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Did you see the fucking TikTok he put out?
Oh, about Mama Kelsey being able to make fucking cookies and shit. Yeah, nigga, I saw that. Did you see Jon Stewart coming back to the Daily Show? That was this week.
That's the big one. Yeah, nah, Jon Stewart coming back is fucking huge, man. I love that. I'm all for it. Like, because here's the thing, Jon Stewart is like, it was like chicken soup for the soul, right? Like, it's just watching that, just like it was and people thought
of George Carlin. Like I feel like that's why a lot of people love him the way that they do. He has like that quality of Carlin to talk about real shit, but being comedic about it.
Correct. Funny thing about George Carlin, did you know that he put out a special that the video no longer exists of it, and you can I think you can buy the audio from it from Louis C.K.'s site of him on September the 10th, 2001, making a joke saying, "I hope something terrible happens where a lot of people die." In like the typical George Carlin funny way. But then 9/11 happened. He's like, nobody can ever fucking see this.
What's it called? What else was this week? Oh, the special report came out regarding Biden. Now, I know you might not agree with the sentiment of it.
Oh, make no mistake. Nobody, make no mistake. People this fucking old shouldn't be in office. But we are 8 months out from an election season. It's too late. There's nobody in the Democratic field that would be worth it, that would actually be able to win a primary and a general, other than Biden, unfortunately, at this moment. And
it's wild. The only other person
Donald Trump is dog shit.
The only other person that could do it for the Democrats is literally someone who isn't even in politics, Michelle Obama. Literally the only possible person who could bring the Democratic Party together for a primary, get the nominee, go through it in fucking November. I want to bet she could beat Trump. No question.
Make no mistake. She could. She not gonna fucking do it.
Bitch isn't even in politics.
She's not. Not only that. She told Barack Obama has been open in interviews saying that if it was possible for me to go for a third term, Michelle would leave me. He said outright she was fed the fuck up.
I mean, she had to be fed the fuck up after her trying to make school food fucking healthy. Could you imagine that shit?
I want to see an Impractical Jokers thing where like she's just like, going on the street and like just sucker punching Ann Coulter for calling her a fucking man or some shit.
No, literally. Because now, literally, like 35% of the country is convinced she is a man. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. The controversial, fucked up little kid boy brain in my head is like, haha, funny jokes
Haha, funny,
sometimes.
funny. Yeah, yeah.
But when people are genuinely like, that's Big Mike, I'm like, yo, what's wrong with you?
Right. And also
So,
it's like the array, like it's also like a giant white supremacist thing too, the notion of, depicting black women as like mannish, brutish, and
yep,
dangerous,
yep.
the whole thing, But regardless, moving on, I did a poll earlier in the last stream where we were talking about I mentioned the word white supremacy in a negative light and everybody fucking scrolled off. Oh man, but regardless.
I mean, did they come to this podcast thinking that we were both going to be like, yay, white people?
I feel like you're
Like, what the
sometimes
fuck?
more I honestly I feel like you're more yay white people than me sometimes, bro.
Yeah, but not on some Samuel L. Jackson in the Django movie. I'm like,
I have never seen that movie. I've seen
he is
I've seen
the
clips.
definition of an Uncle Tom. Uncle
I,
Tom all the way.
yeah, but mm-mm-mm. Oh
I'm
man.
saying in that movie, not Sammy Jackson overall. It is funny when he tries to get white people in interviews to say the N word though. That shit is funny.
Yeah, no, because it's the only time he asks people to say that shit are the white people that have an issue with the fact that they can't.
Yep. Or
But
like it's the white people that I feel like it's the white people he knows behind closed doors say it,
are
but
racist.
he's in front of the fucking camera and he's like, "Go ahead, say it. I dare you." I'm trying to think what else was this week. Oh, Usher
No,
and Aaliyah's
I got one. Blue Sky went open to the public.
Blue Sky. What's that again?
Jack Dorsey's second attempt at making Twitter not be shit,
Ah, okay, okay. Good for him.
and it's been very good. A lot of people upset about the
Oh,
amount of
yeah. This was the one that was invite only, and now it's open to the public, right? Yeah,
yes.
I got you.
I dig it. I love it. I've been on it since because I got it because your boy got an invite. But I've been digging it and it's been great because the cool thing about it is that there's no algorithm.
Oh,
The
okay.
algorithm
That's
is
cool.
based off of engagement only. That is the only
That's
algorithm.
dope.
The other thing that you can do is that it's techie for people like me. You can build your own feeds.
That's awesome too.
You can base it based around topics and in intelligent design stuff like that. It's really really cool. And also for like you, porn's also legal on it, so go for it.
I mean, I gotta be honest. If you're going to Twitter for porn or Blue Sky, eh, eh. like, there's so many more. Here's my thing about porn. I don't think I'll ever pay for it in my life.
I no longer watch it myself for personal reasons, but I would say that like probably the most ethical way to like consume pornography is probably just paying for OnlyFans.
I mean, even then, here's my thing about it.
If we're talking about it from an ethical standpoint, that's the way to do it because like then you're getting it. It's if it's directly to one single person or a couple, then you're getting like it's not exploitative I mean the fact that people feel like they have to do it for financial compensation at all is exploitative itself. But
Well, I was gonna say the way the industry is run, most of these actresses get fucked over as it is by the time they're 24 or 25, like they're fucking Leonardo DiCaprio's girlfriend. So at the end of the day, is it really the most ethical? Because
well
the
no
industry itself is fucked.
like there's a couple
Outside of OnlyFans, like outside of
yeah.
self
Oh no, like
managed pages like that, like it's kind of fucked.
the only two types of run. Sorry, I'm just run down number 4. The only other thing I will say is the only last thing I'll say on this particular topic is
Mm.
the only if you're going to consume pornography whatsoever for any reason, the only way to consume it, hey Grim Psycho, at all in a way that like is, you know, at least minorly ethical, is through what's the fuck is it called? Either OnlyFans or shit that people post on social media for, like, of their own volition.
Like
That's
self
it.
promo, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Like some people are nymphomaniacs and they want to see people doing that shit. That's fine. Other people make it their, like, otherwise do, like, you know, the notion of free porn is kind of exploitative on its own. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, you know what we can talk about? That I have a video coming out on Monday.
Real quick,
Uh,
before we talk about that, I
what?
just want to get your point of view on something.
Go
So,
for it.
did you hear about the Aaliyah thing that happened? Alicia Keys, not Aaliyah. Alicia Keys, how she was performing, fucked up a note live, but every recording of it posted has that fuck up fixed.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And
I
I
get
mean,
I
I
get
didn't
that.
hear about I didn't hear about that, but I'm like, what's
No,
the
no,
matter?
no. From my perspective, this is I just don't like the fact that now, in this day and age of really being able to not differentiate between the truth and, you know, fixing of the truth, it I don't like the implications of where it's gonna go if this shit keeps going. Obviously, it starts with something small, some bullshit. Oh, she fucked up a note. Okay, what if we're getting to the point where, like, a Trump speech is censored and dubbed over and fixed?
I
I
mean, well, here's the thing. The big worry is around artificial intelligence and that getting better enough to be able to do that. That at present is the primary worry. For, you know, that is like that aside, it's it's gonna it's let's just say it's gonna be goofy. It's going to be some goofy goober shit. It's the but like the idea of like of them doing that, like editing a live thing and a speech and doing that is very much going to be the case. Thank you, Grim, for that. I appreciate you. Yeah, it's we the thing is that you have to walk through your experiences on the internet through the lens of heavy skepticism, right?
oh, without a doubt.
Like
I'm just
we're kind of
mm,
at the point now where, like, with AI on the rise, the editing and digital landscape being what it is, we're kind of long since past the point where, you know, that um aspect of things is, you know, where you can just like look at something at face value and trust it implicitly. It does
and
that world doesn't exist anymore, and it probably never existed.
this is exactly why I said the shit last week that I said about, like, uh just the opportunity of being able to pay for your own independence online. And I think, especially as this shit continues to go towards a trend that gets more and more dangerous, that gets more and more muddled, that gets more and more secretive and hard to tell the truth from the secret, I just don't like where the implications for a lot of our technological advances are taking us to. Because I felt like in the 2000s, now obviously I had a more naive look at the world and shit like that from
Mm.
0 to 10. I felt like everything that was coming out for the most part actually helped us somewhat. Like, the argument for social media is you can talk to anybody in the world. Doesn't mean you want to hear everybody in the world, but, like,
Doesn't mean you
I
want everybody in the world to be able to talk to you.
true, but I'm just saying, like, now we are dealing with the marketing being one step away from something you would see in 1984. One step away from something you would see in a future realistic post-apocalyptic world where the government takes over everything or big
I think
business takes over everything.
I think the groundwork. I think here's the thing. I think I think that there is a certain generation of people who find comfort in authoritarian power structures that make them feel like that don't affect them. And it's I think that the dangers of these type tools is already there. I think we have two generations, the millennials and the Gen Zers, who grew up with internet. So um we have seen the evolution of this, so we are, I think, better equipped in certain regards to not not having those be potential issues later in life. The only thing that I will say that I think might be a issue is that Gen Alpha, there's been, I've heard stories of people of like Gen Alpha like they are used to touchscreens. That is how they interact with the internet, and they don't even use controllers really for like game consoles and stuff. So
Yeah. Try to give them a PC game.
well, but the thing is that like that's what that's what they are used to. That's what they have. That's what they engage with. And you know that generation probably is going to have a little more difficulty with tech literacy, especially since we've stopped having tech literacy in schools and computer classes and stuff like that in a lot of schools. But that's neither here nor there. That's just a consequence that can be rectified once the dinosaurs are pushed out of office. But I think the risks of those events they suck, but we're dealing.
I hope you're right.
Yeah, I hope I'm right too. Because if I'm
You
not,
heard about the Taylor Swift shit, right? The fake sex tapes that have been going on Twitter.
I didn't even want to engage with that. What I found a little bit more compelling was the fact that she is trying to sue a 16-year-old kid for publishing her flight her like public like for like having bots that an Instagram bot that tracks her flight data and stuff, which is publicly available thing. No, it's not stalking or harassment. It's holding billionaires accountable for the fact that she routinely takes 20-minute flights to go that she could have taken in like an hour long drive.
I'm sorry, Evan, but personally, I feel like I'm saying from my own perspective, this is like what she did to that girl, bullshit. But the story is bullshit because it happens once a year. Last year it was fucking Elon Musk. Like the same shit happens every year.
It was the same person. The person Elon like it was the same. It was the same kid, same person. And the thing is that like this person shouldn't be nailed for doing it.
It's public accessed information. If it wasn't publicly accessed and the nigga was doing investigative journalism / stalker activity, then I'd be like, okay, y'all got a fucking
different.
point.
That's different.
Two different things though.
Yeah, no, 100%. I don't know. It's a thing.
Yeah, this world, man, sadness. It's sadness.
But to bring it back to the Super Bowl, it's actually kind of wild to me that like how many conservatives were losing their fucking shit at. Oh no, the Kansas City Chiefs won the Super Bowl. The liberals won. I'm like, if it wasn't for fucking Taylor Swift, you guys would literally have been pissing and shitting that liberal anarchic hellhole ran by Nancy Pelosi, San Francisco, won the Super Bowl.
Jon Stewart fucking said that pretty much the same joke on his show. I just want to say you're right, slightly wrong. The only reason that conservatives are going so hard against Taylor is because Trump literally said, "I'm putting the target out on her."
They've been doing it beforehand. So it started with like the Daily Wire, the Blaze, and a lot of conservative media. And they started targeting her. You want to know why? Because she encouraged her primarily female, young fan base to register to vote.
Bear with me. What I'm saying to you is, prior to Trump saying the shit, like people like Michael Knowles, Knowles, I don't know the other fucking guy. I'm pretty sure somebody from Daily Wire said it as well. We can't make an enemy of these people because there are too many fans of just regular music. A lot of her fans are regular Americans. And then Trump came out and was like, yo, fuck that. We're going after her. She's trying to get Biden in office. And then that's when the Republicans really started going after them. Because the whole thing was there was like a slight debate in the conservative mind fucking field that you can't alienate that many people. And then Trump was like, fuck that. I'm a celebrity myself. He feels like he's on the same level as Taylor. So once you get an egotistical motherfucker to be like, fuck audiences, nigga, I got audiences, it doesn't do anything anymore, you know?
Yeah, no.
Then you're just shooting yourself in the foot. Did you see the Kanye West commercial?
I did. I did not, but I did. And this is coming out for anybody watching. This is coming out Monday at 10 in the morning Eastern Standard Time. I reviewed his fucking album.
Oh,
I
listened. The one
listened.
that got taken off.
I listened to this dog shit, so you didn't have to.
How did you like it? It was bad, wasn't it? I'm Miss Westy. You heard the one with his kid, right? Now, don't get me wrong. If I had a kid and I was a rapper, I'd probably do the same shit. But I'm not going to release the shit. I'm not going to be like, guys, check out my kid's new song.
She's 11.
Phenomenon.
She's 11. I don't know what her age, but I know she's not. You know, I know she's still like. I know she's not like fucking 13 or 14 yet. Like she's a child. She's a child.
And fuck Kanye for getting on goddamn Kim's case talking about, oh, kids shouldn't be on social media. They shouldn't be in front of all these people. And then you release a song with the bitch. I mean, come on. Come on. What's wrong? What's wrong with y'all?
I feel sorry for his new wife because I feel like he's just like trying to turn her into his ex-wife.
Literally. Did you see the video of him walking down Hollywood Boulevard or Sunset Boulevard and the female reporter was like, does your wife have free will? Dog, he grabbed this reporter's phone and was like, I am a living hero. I am a superhero. And y'all are trying to kill the superheroes. Like, I'm like, what? What, Kanye? Let that bitch wear something more than just a scarf.
yo. Oh, I'll prove the fucking point. This is the fucking album cover. This is the fucking album cover.
Why is she wearing his shoelaces?
That's not a model. That's not a model. That's his fucking wife. And unlike Kim Kardashian's like shoot where she like put a fucking wine glass on her ass and blew fucking champagne over it and all that extra shit, like I bet you he told her to do this shit and she couldn't say no.
There's the difference. If you are willing to do the shit and you come up with it yourself, go off. If you have somebody telling you to do the shit, from everybody else's perspective, you're just getting bossed around.
Kanye West put out a tweet that said, this week, in 2024, my wife is going with no pants. And every time I've seen her in public, she is literally ass out. She was like, this man had her in the fucking rain with a clear poncho and no drawers on.
I mean, the dude is also spreading the most amount of anti-Semitism, more than anything could ever fucking do, to
like
a demographic of people that already didn't exactly love the Jews. So, I mean, I'm right there.
Can somebody show this man 22 Jump Street already?
Well, supposedly, like, I'm not sure if I told you about this, but Bill Maher sat down with Kanye West for like 2 hours trying to convince him that Jews aren't to be hated. And Bill Maher was like, yo, I can't release this shit. He is a very charismatic anti-Semite. I'm like, yo, what? I do kind of want him to release it though. But that's my own, like entertainment brain saying I want to see everything. Not saying it would be great. Because
here's the thing. You have the ability to hear that bullshit and filter it through this man is talking bollocks. Put it in the garbage. Not everybody's capable of doing that.
But that's such bullshit because exactly like you fucking said 10 minutes ago, we live in the day and age of fucking technology where we could tell what a meme is, we could tell what, for the most part, what's fake and what's fucking not. Why do these people immediately, regardless of the mouthpiece, immediately just drink the fucking Kool-Aid when 90% of the time they're critically thinking about everything else? That's just something I don't understand.
I don't think most people
human
critically.
nature.
I don't think most people critically think about anything. I think most people just literally will go to work, turn on Fox, like absorb, come home, come home from work, turn on Fox, absorb, like go sleep, wake up, go to church the next day, listen to the bullshit their pastor says, never read the fucking the Bible and come to their own conclusions. And then they walk through life thinking they are right and all of their opinions are right, and everything's been fed to them because they don't know any fucking better.
I don't know.
I think that's the
I think
reality
I
of it.
mean I think I mean critically thinking when the oppositional side is trying to make a point. Like immediately they will come up with, let's say 5 times out of 10 a solid counterpoint. Definitely the other 5 times out of 10 you're getting some fucking, conspiracy theory bullshit nonsense. But that's what I'm saying. Like I just don't understand why people can't apply that same degree of logic and counter thought to people that initially they liked, but now that person that they initially liked is not who is being presented to the public. Like, don't get me wrong. I still love the old Kanye fucking songs, but I'm not gonna turn around and be like, everything that Kanye is doing today is okay. Cause he's not even making good music.
Yeah, like what was the last
Like
good
if this album was fire, fuck all the anti-Semitism, all that shit. I'll fucking, promote Kanye to my dying breath. But the shit has been going down in quality for years. I would say the last album of his that was actually good was Ye. And Ye is my least favorite album of his. I haven't even touched on any of the new stuff. So, least favorite album that I've heard of his. But Yay, Life of Pablo, those two were pretty good for a Kanye fucking studio album. But his fucking gospel album sucked. His fucking this album sucked. The other shit that he released, I think last year or 2 years ago, sucked. I don't know what the fuck is going on now, but the nigga is no longer a musical genius like he always claims. That's kind of why people were letting him get away with the shit as much as they were, because they were like, yo, he makes good music. But now the motherfucker don't even be making that good of music.
Yeah. Pause the recording real quick. I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
Meadow just called me. I'm gonna go ask her something. I'll be right back.
No problem.
Talk to chat and rizz them up or something. I don't fucking know.
What's up, chat? I can't see y'all anywhere. Where would I be able to see them?
Yeah.
Once I know where to look, God knows I'll see what you guys are saying. Yeah. Nah, I'm kidding. But yeah, long story short, I was a really big Kanye fan. Loved the motherfucker. And then he fell off. And I don't know why this happens. You know who else this happened with? B.O.B., the person who made Airplanes. You don't hear about that dude anymore after Strange Clouds was released. And you want to know why? He started doing too many shrooms, taking too many hallucinogenics. He lost it somewhere because all the dude was talking about on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook and all the other shit was about how you got to open your third eye and shit like that. Don't get me wrong. I'm all for a woke motherfucker who wants people to critically think about the world, understand how shit works. But when you turn that into your whole personality, that's when people, especially if you're a rapper, walk away from you because they don't think you're caring about the music anymore. You're caring about this message that doesn't really have anything to do with the music. Hate me. But y'all know what I'm about to say. Kind of why I'm happy about Killer Mike winning the Grammys. Personally, I don't listen to him much, but in terms of hip hop / rap that I like, that I genuinely enjoy, can listen to it 24/24 and never get tired of it. It's that type of rap, man. And I think part of the reason why he won as many fucking Grammys as he did was because a lot of people are not fucking with the shit that's being brought out now. A lot of the times I'm seeing people in comments being like, yo, this isn't the music that speaks to me. And I feel bad for people like that. But it seems like some of it, if not 75% of it, does seem to be reaching ears that people enjoy. So I don't know. As a rapper myself, not too big, obviously. Uh, I just find it interesting to be like, here's the older generation that seems to still be able to win Grammy awards, even if the album sales itself aren't that high. And I think that's how industry awards should always be. Kind of why you see Oscars going towards the movies that everybody's like, I haven't heard of that. I didn't see an advertisement for that. But the people who sat there and watched the shit were like, this was the greatest movie I've seen all year because the performances are true. The story is deep and gritty and hard hitting. You know, kind of why 12 Years a Slave is more likely to win than something like Avengers Endgame. See what I'm saying? I don't know. Overall, I just love the shit. I love the industry that I'm in, but I also wish that it was changed. I also think it's interesting that, Trump goes after Taylor so hard for his base, but then turns around and says that, hey, Taylor Swift should love me because I'm the one who passed the, this music uh, law that pretty much allowed streaming services not to be as overbearing or rights holders of the music. I don't really remember. Why don't we look it up? Let me stop talking out of my ass. Let's look it up. Let's look up what law Trump did with. We'll get off of politics.
I don't know
I'm
what
not gonna
fuck
do
shit
it.
you. I don't know what fuck shit you said, but you have effectively made the stream go down to 0 viewers.
Good. I was just talking. I was literally like, this is why I feel like I was saying about Killer Mike winning the Grammys and then being like Trump 1 second is going after Taylor, then being like, yo, I put out a law that allowed her to make more. What was the thing he did with music? Because I can't
Who?
remember.
Nothing.
Trump.
That was under the Biden administration.
Okay, well, he claimed to take what's it called? He took credit for that law, and then he was like, "How could Taylor Swift hate me if I'm the one who did this?" And then in the same tweet was like, "Yo, Travis Kelsey, holler at me, even though you probably hate me."
And not for nothing, Trump's not a complete moron. He knows that shitting on Taylor Swift is not a good idea, but he's happy to let the rest of the Republican Party do it.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And then I was saying about just Killer Mike winning the Grammys and relating it back to Kanye and being like, I feel like a lot of people, I feel like industry awards have to go to the nominations that actually increase the standard. And I think in Killer Mike's case, he killed it. Like, I haven't personally heard the album yet, but from everything that I've seen, even people in comment sections, one comment being like, who is Killer Mike? And then 3 comments later being like, I listened to this fucking album and it's amazing. Like, he deserved it. That's who should be winning awards.
So I just unpaused it, and we were just talking into a pregame about Killer Mike winning and how he deserved it. You know what the whole Travis Scott got snubbed by Killer Mike. Killer Mike, who the fuck is he? Why does he deserve this shit? Like, conversation reminds me of all of the salty bitches mad that Baldur's Gate 3 won Game of the Year over Spider-Man.
No, literally.
Just say you have no taste. Just say
you like Miles Morales. No. Let's call it what it was. Baldur's Gate 3 deserved Game of the Year because it increased gaming standards as a whole. That's why fucking D&D now is coming out and saying they want to make video games because Baldur's Gate 3 was as fucking successful as it was. Pause. Miles Morales, 2018 Spider-Man, both amazing games. 2018 and Miles Morales raised standards. Miles Morales made tricks in the air way more fluid animations, the whole 9 yards. Everything just felt better, right? Spider-Man 2 is a carbon copy of those two games. Does it have a great story? Probably. Haven't finished it yet. Does it have great fighting mechanics and feel good in your hands? Definitely. But it is a carbon copy of the Batman Arkham Asylum games. Just instead of you pressing RB to grapple, you press right trigger to fucking swing. Like, come on.
Yeah,
Come on.
it's like
Also,
here.
you had two of the same, just last point, you had two of the same games in the same universe come out in less than 5, 6 years of each other. When was the last Baldur's Gate? And what was it? It was a top-down, not point and click, but RPG.
It was a CRPG. It was a
Like the
CRPG.
old Fallout games. Like the old Fallout games. Now, exactly like the old Fallout games. Take Fallout Tactics or Fallout 1 or Fallout 2 and then put in Fallout 3. That's exactly what happened with Baldur's Gate 3. But not only that, imagine if Fallout 3, all the way back then, whenever it released, increased standards that every game possibly could have used and made it better.
Well, here's the thing. Baldur's Gate 3 isn't amazing just because it's D&D and a CRPG. Baldur's Gate 3 is amazing because you had fucking Larian Studios behind it. So just to understand the pedigree behind Larian Studios, they're the ones that made the Divinity Original Sin games. Those are basically same tier level of writing, bit of a lower tier in regard. I don't think they had access to motion capture, is for the character models, but same deal with the games. Deep breadth of characters, tons of expansions, shit ton of stuff. They've been working on Baldur's Gate 3 for a little over half a decade. For over half a decade, they've been working. And it shows. And like they're still releasing patches. They brought mocap people back into the studio.
Yeah, what was the new patch that came out recently?
All right, so actually let me pull it out here. Baldur's Gate. Actually, fuck that. Okay, 3.
Just go to Steam, can't you?
Yeah, no, I wanted to do it on Firefox because here we are. Patch 6 is now live. 2 days after Valentine's Day, Cupid has shot his arrows, chocolates have gone on sale, and the flowers have started to wilt. Perfect time to release a patch. Patch 6 for Baldur's Gate 3 launches today. It's packed full of quality of life improvements, fixes, and a little bit of romance. On with the show.
Kissing.
They added changes to kissing animations.
Okay.
Do
you guys see the dedication?
Yeah, because we've made improvements to locking lips with your chosen romantic partner. All characters now have unique kisses that reflect their personality, with an emphasis on the plural. These kisses are randomized and vary from incredibly romantic to a little more intense. Kisses have also been improved for shorter and taller body types, so embrace without delay. Because people do be horny for the origin characters.
Okay, off of the romantic stuff.
We're not proving our point. They added new camp animation idols for people. So like now Halston's actually carving because they also had fixes and improvements. It's not all about ambience and canoodling though. We fixed the deluge of player reported issues.
But like this is what I'm talking about. Compare that to the NPCs in fucking Spider-Man 2, where 90% of them are walking around on city streets that you're not even walking on because you're swinging high above the sky.
They're just aesthetics.
It's not even a comparison. Don't get me wrong, there are some really small sub-stories that are super hard-hitting, and especially since they've had 2 other games to build them up, there's definitely payoffs. But the amount of freedom that you have in a game like Baldur's Gate 3, that you could decide to do things that in most games would break the fucking like whole structure itself. You can glitch the shit inside of fucking things and they allow you to. They like promote it pretty much.
They actually bit the bullet. People have been trying to get Minthara on good playthroughs where you don't do a specific bad thing to get her as a companion character, and they're just like, fuck it, motherfuckers are turning this bitch into a sheep and yeeting her halfway across the map just to make sure that she's available later. You know what? You knock the bitch out at the keep, she'll still, and as long as she doesn't die, she'll be around later. Have fun. They didn't fix
Cool.
any of the other problems with it, but they've said, you know what, if you guys want her that bad, have her.
Well, I don't know. I think like some games do have to kind of incentivize other play styles. Because don't get me wrong, playing a neutral good, playing a good charisma character is definitely fun. But playing an evil one is a full different experience that everybody should definitely do.
And
You
and
know,
also playing and also does the game make you feel good about being evil, or does it like is the evil experience rewarding in a way that overcomes your morals? Because like for example, do you know the percentage of people who have completed Fallout New Vegas by siding with the Legion?
isn't it like 10, 12%?
9%.
I know it was going to be low. I mean,
9. Think about how many times people.
The Legion is a real hard video game faction to fucking be sympathetic to. It's really hard when you have 50 motherfuckers all on stakes, still alive.
Versus Baldur's Gate 3, where being evil means, oh, you kill all of these people, but you get to smash Drow Pussy, and she's the only character in the game that actually gives head. So
And also, like in Fallout, personally with Fallout, the reason why I didn't choose to be like evil characters 9 times out of 10 is because you alienate most shops. If you go
I mean,
into a if you
depends on
go
the
into a
Fallout
place,
game. It depends
yeah,
on the Fallout game.
maybe
Fallout
not
New
for like
Vegas, sure,
horror.
because you have to remember that they do a much more heavy use of like factions and communities, and like you can, if you are a bad guy all the time, like if you're a bad guy, if you're a fuckhead in Novak, that doesn't necessarily affect your standing on the strip. Not only does it not necessarily affect your standing on the strip, like you could kill all of the people in the White Glove Society and still be okay at the tops. Like being evil in a Fallout game is very much like this. You can be self-interested or you can be evil, but even then, like there are things, especially in a game like New Vegas, for you to still be able to have access to shops and commerce and stuff like that. Yes, there's
I
lesser
thought
because you
if
don't
you
have access to
sided,
everything.
I was gonna say, I thought if you sided with the Legion, like most of the small settlements that have like shops to buy shit, just to go around and buy, bullets if you need it or what the fuck ever. Like most of those are your annex. You can't.
I don't know.
Maybe I'm
Couldn't
wrong.
tell. Couldn't tell you. I've never played. I never sided with the Legion because I have morals.
I mean, you're telling me. But fuck. And let me just say once again, fuck those caravans of the Legion. Oh my god. Early mission, early game, that shit fucks you up.
It's crazy. I've actually been thinking so I don't know if you know this, but I'm doing a subathon on the March the 1st.
I saw it, yeah.
Yeah, I'm hoping maybe I'm trying to sort of like figure out like how I want to structure that. Like I'm gonna probably set the default stream for it to be 6 hours.
Okay.
And then if it goes longer, I want to try and like get like interviews and stuff with people at like the 12-hour mark, and
Mhm.
I'm like probably gonna pass the fuck out in my chair and shit.
Uh, okay. Yeah, I might come in, play or
It'd be
some shit.
fun. Oh man, yeah. I'm sorry for the lack of prep in today's rundown, my friend.
All good. Last thing I want to talk to you about before we take the recording off. What do you think of, and maybe you have no experience, but I want to know your opinion. What do you think of this Helldivers game coming out, or that already came out?
Um, I've seen what the gameplay loop is like through just like a couple summaries. Um,
Mm.
can't really say I have a lot of interest in it, but I do know that it's all of the Destiny fanboys are currently having a much more enjoyable time, all things considered.
That's weird, Destiny. I wouldn't think that. I would have thought like Payday people would have been really into it.
Maybe.
Real quick, can we talk about the atrocious release of Payday 3?
I don't know much about it. I know that it was live servicey, lots of DRM, um, kind of a shit
Well,
game optimized wise.
the main issue that everybody was like, what the fuck about? Since Payday 1, private games, offline games have been a thing, offline matches. Uh, there was no way to go solo. Even if you were solo, you had to be online. And for a lot of people, that fucks chances up, especially on PC.
Rubber banding, rubber banding, rubber banding, band.
And just as I don't know if you love Payday 2 as much as I do, but like I fucking love Payday 2.
Never played
That
it.
God, Evan. I'm sorry you never had that experience. I genuinely am. Payday 2 is a great four-player. It's almost like Left 4 Dead without the zombies. Like it feels exactly like that. And just the gameplay loop for Payday 2 was amazing. And everything about Payday 3, minus all that extra bullshit, looked great in the actual game itself. I'm so tired of studios fucking things up. I am so tired of it.
I don't know, man.
But
Can't feel good though. The amount of it can't feel good seeing like I kind of Borderlands 3 was kind of that for me. Like the love, like it's don't get me wrong, it's a great game. It plays fantastically. I actually don't mind the story compared to other people. It just
it didn't have a certain quality that Borderlands 2 definitely had.
Here's the thing. What it was a better game mechanically in every way compared to Borderlands 2. Story wise, Borderlands 2 is obviously like has the best main story period. I think the thing that I miss the most upsetted me with it the most was sacrificing a lot of the post launch support to start working on Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, which I just I tight game, interesting premise, like I just
Should
could
have stated DLC. Should have stated DLC for 2.
I did I think I think they should have made it a rated R game. They shouldn't have made it T for teen. They like
Don't know why they did it.
it just didn't feel as good to play. I just the grind to level, like I loved the concept of like the spells. I liked the weapons variety. I liked the way the classes worked. I loved the way the character building worked. I thought it was great. It's just there was just I think just I felt like the lack of impact, like no blood splatter, nothing. It just didn't hit, and that bums me out because like on paper it's exactly what the fuck I should like, and it was upsetting. What can you do?
Yeah, man. I would just maybe me and you need to make a video of like why Borderlands 2 was so great.
I would love to get my buddy Tom on that if has time between his new son and his job, but because he got really into Borderlands 2 back in the day, he'd be a good person to have on with that too. Oh look,
Mm.
everybody! I caught a creature.
It's a kitty. He's like, let me go.
Pee for papas. It's a papa's party. Pee. Pee little dances.
Like, please, please.
He's just a baby, baby need a momo, baby need a momo, beep beep beep. Sorry, for everybody listening, I'm currently cuddling my cat, and giving him love against his will.
And he is kicking at your face to be like, let me go.
He's a good boy.
He's so cute though.
Yes, he's a very good boy.
Bad.
But all right, shame, 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 shame. And we're shaming Brian right now because he was supposed to have a freestyle ready to go. Dog, I don't care if it sounds a little crackly. Next time, record that shit on your phone.
No, of course. The only reason I was trying to do it on my through Sony Vegas was so you had the audio and the video at the same time.
Just dog, record it. Record that shit through fucking. I don't know. Record that. Just record that shit through your fucking phone. Upload it as a YouTube short and throw it up on YouTube. Do it that way.
Okay, we got it. We got it.
But
Also,
yes,
look at this fucking tablet I have. Shit is crazy. It's so big.
you fucking nicotine fiends.
Yep, that's us. What
But
can we
anywho,
say?
ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to the rundown. We are here. We're closing out another episode. I had a long week, unfortunately, due to my own negligence. I was not able to prepare for today's episode as much as I should have, and that is on me. And therefore, we're going to be cutting this a little early, 10 minutes today. Please make sure to go to to go on Instagram to that's no period the number 2 underscore Brian and follow him on Instagram. And I've got to make a fucking phone bill on Tuesday
Fun.
because I have no money. So go to himedia.com/donate. That is the wrong one. And help a brother out. As little as $5 a month is genuinely meaningful. But thank you, ladies and gentlemen, so much for watching. I appreciate you. I appreciate your time. I appreciate your listenership. Thank you, Brian. Do you have anything to say before we bounce?
Just want to say thank you everybody for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed and follow me where I'm at.
Hell yeah. And we're clear. We're still live, but we're clear.
I just wanted to talk to you about something. Next week, I have a conflict with a Thursday, and I didn't think I did. Let me find out the time first, and then I will let you know.
If we have to do a shorter show as a result, that's fine.
Uh, how about next Thursday we start at 2 instead of 3, and we go from 2 to 3.
Can you make 2?
Yep.
All right. Let's pull up the good old calendar for next week.
Yeah.
So
Just an hour back.
I'm just gonna change that from 6 p.m. my time to 5 p.m. Save
Perfect.
this event, and also let me make sure I update the. Let's also make sure your boy updates the what's it called, the Discord, because I also have Discord events and stuff to set up too.
Yeah. Next week the Demon Slayer movie comes out, and it comes
Are
out
you
on Thursday.
Ooh, are you excited?
Yep. It's just the first episode of the new season. And I'm like, bet Noelia wanted it because last year she brought the ticket for me. So I was like, okay.
Those look fun.
That bitch made out on fucking Valentine's Day. I didn't get her no box of chocolates or fucking flowers, but she got video games, movie. Then we went out to fucking Cheesecake Factory. She made out.
Good. I'm glad you did good by her, bro. Do I have the rundown? I still haven't set up the rundown in the Discord event, so I'm a shithead. Monday Night Mayhaps, Winston's Yu-Gi-Oh! Nights, Friday Night Lights, Tuesday night stream show. Yeah, no, I didn't make the rundown. Stage next, the rundown recording. And the next, and you said it's next Friday or next Saturday. At normally we do it at 6 p.m.
Thursdays.
On Thursdays. Cover image. What should the cover image be? Let me see if I can do it.
It should definitely be this.
What the fuck was that?
That was like a doll thing, so trying to be scary.
That's disconcerting. I don't like it.
This is what I want. I want this to be. I wanted this. I wanted
just a black cat in a
Legend of Zelda fucking costume.
That's funny.
Yo, my Instagram videos really do be just hitting. My algorithm is definitely fucked up.
Yeah.
Thank-
Did I tell
Thankfully, no
you
thirsty
did I
bitch.
tell you last week that like a good way to fix your algorithm is just to hand it to your girlfriend and just say, listen, block all the shit that you don't like and like all the shit that you do like, and
Oh
then
no. I mean, like it's perfectly tiered towards me.
oh, okay, I understand.
Me and my
I
broken
understand.
ass fucking humor.
I mean, broken ass humor, I think, is a quite the apt way of describing it. That's for damn sure.
Think I don't know? You think I
Yeah,
don't know?
nah, good point. Let me let me edit. You said that so the next one's going to be on the 22nd, and it's going to be
At 2 o'clock.
at which is
5.
5 p.m. my
Sorry.
time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Isn't it
Oh,
funny
that's
that it took?
what's
Go
up.
ahead.
No, I
I
was
was
like,
just
oh,
gonna
that's
say.
go for it. You go first this time, actually, for real.
Okay. I was gonna say, isn't it funny that the first and only time you get me on a consistent schedule is when I'm 3 hours behind you?
Ain't that fucking wild? Now we just got to get you consistently like freestyling and shit.
Yep. But I mean, come on. We both knew the first week I was probably gonna fuck it up some way. So
Let's. I mean, I was holding out hope at the very least.
you'll be both. And then I saw that what's it called? This file isn't working, and I'm like, fuck. I also never recorded straight into Sony Vegas, so maybe that was the issue. Shouldn't have
Maybe.
done it, but it is
Any.
what it is.
Yep. Anywho, man, let's call it an evening. It's about 4 minutes to 8, 6 minutes to 8 where I am.
Okay, man. I love you.